Wednesday, September 11th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I think I briefly hesitated on the year just because, of course, today is the 18th anniversary of 9/11, but it's year 2019, and so that's what tripped up my brain, I think. I have been sleeping a little better the last couple of nights, and I think part of that actually to detect a pattern where I believe that mild dust allergy my sleep sometimes. And so what has made the difference is that I did a little bit of cleaning where, did all of the sorts of things like swept up dust on the floor in my bedroom and under the bed, and laundry for the sheets and comforter, both. And suddenly, I'd had a couple of nights of slightly fitful sleep, and then better. That it might be that when the dust starts to accumulate, it reaches some threshold where it affects me, and then once I kind of clean it up, it's like, oh, that's better. So maybe that's an additional motivator for me to keep my place a little bit cleaner. Maybe. We had a pretty fun session of Dungeons and Dragons last night. Yet another big problem solved by the heroes of legend. They're not totally out of the woods yet, but the heroes are reunited. Got a lot of good role play last night. Some fun, and it was definitely a lot of fun. And I've got a pretty full for the rest of the week. I'm trying to get back into going to the gym at least 3 times a week. So the plan tonight is that I would do that. And then the D&D game that's usually on Thursdays for me this week is on Wednesdays, because on Thursday we're going to record the next episode of Watching 100 Movies, where we'll be talking about E.T. and Grapes of Wrath. And that should be fun. And then Friday, of course, I want to get out to the movies. There's a few things that I want to see right now. I want to see It Part 2. Does Joker come out on Friday? I think maybe that's not yet. I'm certainly curious about that movie because, on the one hand, just in principle, I don't feel like I'm interested in a Joker movie. Like in the total abstract of, if someone said, hey, do you want to see a Joker origin movie? I would say, no, not really. But, I mean, it's obviously getting a lot of praise. I feel like I'm a little bit wary that it sends a strange message. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it myself. I'm curious about it, is what I'll say. I think, I actually ought to check if Toy Story 4 is still in the theaters. I never did get around to going to see that either. But then Saturdays, my next musical improv class, those continue to be fun, and just kind of continuing to keep on doing stuff like you do, like you keep busy. And I've commented before, and even semi-recently, I think that one of the sort of paradoxes of free time is that when you have free time, it means you can do something. And then once you have scheduled something to do, the time is no longer free. And so that can lead to this perception where, like, I've posted on this before and had it come up in my little Facebook memories of just like, I have no time to do anything, because of all these things I'm doing, right? And the of that I think is interesting. Oh, one last little note too is that I use my headphones on the iPad when I'm doing the Simply Piano thing, so that the audio from the app is only in my headphones and not conflicting with the sound of the keyboard. It's much, much improved at doing the note recognition, which resolves pretty much my only hesitation about that app. So that's still pretty cool too. All right, so I think I'll leave it there for right now, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.